Anteriormente em Blair Witch.
Yes, I've heard about you, and I am sorry for your loss, but you'll find no answers here.
I've found Pa's house. Well, what's left of it anyway. The people from Burkittsville were quite thorough in demolishing this place. Where am I? I didn't plan on running through my supplies so quickly. I'll have to get more before returning to the forest.
Good morning, Miss Holliday. I hope I'm not bothering you.
No, not at all. I was just on my way out. What brings you here?
Well, I'm not supposed to be over here, but here you go. This is our report on the Parr incident. We never released those drawings, for the family's sake, so if you could keep them under wraps.
Thank you. This will help immensely.
Sorry they aren't photos. Our department doesn't have a camera, so Sheriff Bowers makes me draw crime scenes.
Don't apologize. These are very detailed.
There's something else. I watched Parr's cell again last night, and I found this. Still have no idea how he keeps getting the sticks to make 'em. He's no help either. Claims the witch put him there. Crazy.
Thank you, Charlie.
Well, I better go. Sheriff's keeping a sharp eye on me.
This information never made it to the newspapers, and I can see why. All of the victims had ritualistic markings on them. This stickman is similar to the shape in the Brody sketch, and the Givna Tawana as Gaia gave me. Do you have any books on Native American folklore?
Well, I'm afraid I don't have much written by Native Americans.
There is this book, though. An explorer wrote it during the early 1700s. He had Native American guides, and he wrote a lot about their beliefs and customs. Here you go.
This book, The Ancient Evil of the New World, is supposedly non-fictional accounts of real-life legends from the Black Hills. I'll duplicate some of the more probable entries from the book into my field notes. They may prove to have no more substance than the rest. However, if some of these things are for real, I underestimated the magnitude of this mission.
Please, have a look around, and come by anytime.
Where have you been? I thought it was burnt. Are you okay? Emily, you shouldn't talk to her. My mom says she's... No, wait!
Hello? Hello? What's your name?
Mary Brown.
Shouldn't you be in school?
Miss Ascot says home early today. She's not doing very well.
Really? Why is that?
She misses the other kids.
Were they your friends?
Not really. Just Kyle. But he's not the same anymore.
Who were you talking to just now?
Nobody. I was talking to myself.
You look sad.
I can't find Mr. Brownie.
Mr. Brownie?
He's been gone for a few days.
What does he look like?
He's brown.
Well, could you be more specific?
Well, he's got soft fur.
I'll keep an eye out for him. Bye now. How peculiar. I just met a local girl named Mary Brown. She was talking to someone, but there was no one else with her. She claimed she was talking to herself, but I swear she used the name Emily. Now, one of the girls that Rustin Parr killed was named Emily Hollins. I should review the recording of her conversation just to be sure. Also, she seems to have lost some sort of pet, a Mr. Brownie. If I find it, I'll be sure to return it.
still, Mary. Where have you been? At his house. I thought it was burnt. Not if the sticks are laid right. Are you okay? She's coming with new sticks. She can free me. Emily, you shouldn't talk to her. My mom says she's... Shh, somebody's coming. I have to go. No, wait! It's cold still, Mary. Where have you been? At his house. I thought it was burnt. Not if the sticks are laid right. Are you okay? She's coming with new sticks. She can free me. Emily, you shouldn't talk to her. My mom says she's... Shh, somebody's coming. I have to go. No, wait!
With the proper adjustments, the recording of Mary Brown clearly contains another girl's voice. I can only assume that Emily is a spiritual manifestation of Emily Hollins, Parr's first victim. There's no question that Mary Brown is very special.
Have you been to the woods? Did you find what you were looking for?
Not yet. Might I send another telegram?
Same place as before?
Yes, please.
Whenever you're ready.
Big flashlight almost dead. Stop. Mild lead poisoning. Stop. No doctor in town. Stop. Send remedy quickly. Stop. Love, Elspeth. Stop.
You feeling poorly? We can go to the sheriff's and call a doctor for you.
No, that won't be necessary. My sister can send along a homemade remedy from our mother. How's the story progressing?
Whew, Nellie, even I don't believe it. Just have to start the presses, and then I'm off to the sheriff's with the evidence.
Can you tell me?
Oh, no, not so fast. You can read all about it in the morning edition. Feel free to come back if you have any more questions.
I've been here before, in that dream. Even the window is shattered.
Oh, hello there, young lady. I was so deep in prayer I didn't hear you come in.
I can return later if you're busy.
Nonsense. God is eternal. He'll always be there when I return. But you're here now. You must be Elspeth Holliday. What can I do for you?
Word gets around fast in this town.
I'll say a prayer for your niece.
I'd rather find an explanation in Burkittsville. After the Rustin Parr trial, I started wondering if maybe he...
Oh, no, not possible.
Well, is there anything at all you can tell me about Parr?
His is a lost soul.
That's all? parcel arrive for me?
No, ma'am. Can't say that it has. Hope you get to feeling better, Miss Holiday.
Oh, Justine!
Hey, brought those remedies you needed.
Why didn't Spookhouse just send a courier?
Can't have this stuff falling into enemy hands.
Well, I'm happy to see you. Come on, it's the last room on the end. You did bring my ECRE pistol, didn't you?
Right here. Had a chance to test the rifle yet?
Oh, too many times, but it works quite well.
I wasn't sure how badly you were needing it, so I brought 2 of your modified batteries to give your big gun some extra power.
Fabulous. I underestimated this mission when I left. Thank you so much for coming, Justine.
You need anything else?
No, I have it under control. Thanks. If things get any worse, I'll call in the stranger. Now you better get going. I have a lot more work to do. Thanks again, Justine. I'm ready to go into the woods now. I better take my gear with me.
I just got off the phone with the sheriff of Martinsburg.
An old chum of yours?
He's never heard of you. Didn't you say you talked to him before coming here? No one's gone missing from Martinsburg since '34.
Oh, you don't say. I'll have to tell that to my sister.
Now, you haven't done anything illegal, as far as I can tell, but I got my eye on you. You step out of line, you're mine. You get me, little lady?
Thank you, Sheriff. I appreciate your concern. Blast! The local sheriff knows my cover story is bogus. He could stir up some serious trouble if he wanted to. I should try to keep my distance.
Did you hear?
About what?
I just got a phone call. The judge wasn't on vacation. He was murdered, and they found the body at the general store. Sheriff Bowers just arrested Daniel Cole. I'm heading over to find out more.
Suzanne Ascott just informed me that Rustin Parr's judge was murdered. Daniel Cole, the shopkeeper, has been arrested. I don't know if this has anything to do with Rustin Parr, but it's almost too great a coincidence to ignore. I get the feeling that something even larger is at work here.
More of the devil's work. Oh, sometimes I feel like I'm losing the battle.
Always thought he was a big bully.
What happened?
We got worried when we still hadn't heard from the judge. We searched his place, and it was obvious he hadn't packed for a vacation. We found evidence pointing us here. The body was in Cole's storage room, stuffed in a sack of potatoes.
What did Cole say?
Says he didn't do it. Claims somebody else put the body in there.
Do you believe him?
I don't know. Right now, I'm just glad he's not telling me an old woman ghost made him do it.
It seems as though the shadow creatures I encountered the last time are nocturnal. I hope I finish here before dusk.
Welcome back to my home. I can see you've learned more about the ways of the forest.
I've come into possession of another Tawana. It was found in Rustin Parr's jail cell, and it resembles a human form. What does it mean?
What you have is a bundle of sticks.
Oh, I thought I was on to something.
You are. The figure needs magic. Give it to me. This forest is more than itself. You have learned much, but there is more. Things I am not allowed to tell you. But I can tell you the path you walk now is the right direction.
All right. Tell me this. There's an area near Parr's house, a path with a large wooden structure over it that I couldn't see until you gave me the Givna. What was I seeing?
In places throughout this forest, paths branch in directions that cannot be comprehended. Such a place exists near the site of that house. Control the path, Elspeth Holiday. Walk the path. You have the power now, but walk with caution. My ancestors have walked such paths in the past. Few have returned.
Ah, delightful.
The time for words has passed.
I've definitely triggered something. I've hung the Tawana over this path, and I can see that the forest is different on the other side. I just did something very stupid. I let my curiosity get the better of me, and I've gone through some sort of portal without knowing where it leads. It appears I'm still in the same forest, but something feels wrong. This place is not natural. I hope I can find a way back. There's no telling what paths the Tawana are capable of opening. This can't be real. It looks like Parr's house, but that's impossible. It was burned to the ground. Could this be a page out of Parr's diary? Another page from Parr's journal. Another page from Parr's journal. Strange symbols covering the walls, drawn on east wall of Parr's house. I think this is supposed to be Cotton Rock, like the illustrations in the book from the library, but there's only a single boy sacrificed. Is that just a stain on the wall, or some sort of shadowy figure looming over the boy? There are also more of those symbols. There are odd shapes on Parr's west wall. There's a cluster of circles with symbols above them. Something, as Gaia said, keeps coming back to me. He suggested that the paths of this forest shift or connect in different ways. This illustration reminds me of a map. Could there be even more paths? And how many? Could this Tawana send me to the real world? I don't have too many options, and right now, more than anything in the world, I want out of here. I'll use this Tawana and hope it takes me where I want to go. No, my batteries are gone. Without batteries, the ECRE is useless, and it was the only thing that affected the shadow creatures. I just saw Kyle Brody. He was in the basement of Rustin Parr's house and appeared to be communicating with one of the ghosts. Did he follow me through the portal I created? Why would he return to this scene? His mind must be very disturbed. He fled the instant he saw me. Kyle dropped something as he ran away. It looks like the other half of the drawing I got from his teacher. This side is a crude illustration of a girl laid out on a rock, like a sacrifice. It's reminiscent of depictions of the Coffin Rock Massacre. Who's the girl supposed to be? I should check out Coffin Rock as soon as I leave here. teddy bear. This looks like the teddy bear Carol was holding when I saw him at his house earlier. He must have come here after I saw him at Parr's. Why did he bring it out here? And why is the stuffing all torn out? Still in this odd forest. I thought I'd be able to get back out of here just by passing through the portal. Oh, good Lord, am I trapped here? The new Tawana is in place. The other side looks like it did before I entered the portal. Let's hope this returns me to the world I know. Oh, thank God, the real world. Not again. I don't have time to waste. something that will stop it. At last.
Well met. We haven't much time in this place now that the Gen's hearts are completely destroyed.
And you are
You may call me Jonathan Pry.
the witch hunter from 1786?
I've never heard myself referred to in such a way.
You were here when Ellie Kedwood was banished, right?
Why do you refer to me in the past tense?
You lived in the past. Well, my past, anyway.
Ah, I understand. Yes. Well, how fortunate that we should meet like this. Tell me, will I defeat the witch?
Not entirely, I'm afraid. It seems the witch is still at large.
Blast! Are all my efforts for naught?
As far as I know, the witch was inactive in this region for over 50 years after you encountered her.
Perhaps I will yet defeat the witch. I believe I know the witch's true name, and the name of her home. If I knew how to use that information, I might be able to defeat her. There is great power in names. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So I've heard.
I'm afraid our time won't last much longer. And as much I wish I could help. Perhaps I still can. When I've finished my work there, I will leave my journal in the caves near Coffin Rock. Are you familiar with that area?
I didn't know there were caves.
That's because I intend to see them when I'm done. Look hard when you're there again. You'll find my journal inside one of the caves. Use the information well. It's all I can do to help.
I'll find it. Thank you.
Good luck, Hunter. Fight the same evil.
I just spoke with a man who's been dead for over 100 years. The witch hunter who roamed these hills in the time of Ellie Kedwood appeared to me. He promised to leave his journal for me hidden in the caves beneath Coffin Rock. I'll have to go there and... Hello? Who is that? Oh, my batteries. I can finally use my light guns again. And that white owl is back.
Welcome back. What have you learned since last we spoke?
This forest is much more than it seems.
Indeed, if you know how to work its magic, you have seen few of its many paths.
I met a man who wandered these woods over 100 years ago. I believe I was taken back in time, or he was brought forward.
A convergence. When the path bends right, you can see this forest as it is in the past, or as it will be in the future. There is no time when on these paths, only place. They are present, past, and future all at once.
The man I spoke to claimed to be hunting the Blair Witch. I assume he never found her.
Oh, he may have killed a witch, but the powers in this forest are far greater.
Are you saying there's more than one witch, or that the witch isn't human?
Neither assumption is incorrect. You have found a witch yourself.
The only person I've seen in these woods is Kyle Brody. Now, I saw him at Rustin Parr's house. You're telling me that 10-year-old boy is a witch?
The boy is merely a vessel, an innocent victim transformed into a cunning tool of Hecatomix.
Hecatomix?
Your people give names to things beyond your comprehension. My people do the same. The darkness that inhabits this place was here long before man came into this world. It is known to my people as Hecatomix. If you wish to stop Hecatomix, you must remove it from the boy. I am the last one alive who knows how to repel Hecatomix from a human host. Using this Twana, you can drive Hecatomix from the boy. Simply touch the boy with this, and Hecaitomix will be torn from his body. But once it's free of the child, that power will return to the forest. Those who have attempted to hunt Hecaitomix in its true form have all perished.
It must be vulnerable to something.
The origin of Tuana is unknown, though legends speak of an ancient tribe that learned to duplicate the magic Hecaitomix uses to move through the worlds. The Tuana allows us to open countless paths. I have found the names for some of them. A path exists that will take Hecaitomix into a realm from which even he cannot escape.
So all I have to do is make another Tuana to banish Hecaitomix.
If it were that simple, my people would have done so long ago. I've never learned the name of the path that will banish Hecaitomix. My elders spoke of Hecaitomix source, a path so dark and twisted that it took Hecaitomix 1,000 years to emerge. If you could send the demon back to that place, it would be powerless for the next 1,000 years. That birthplace is a true name, one that Hecaitomix has kept very secret.
The witch hunter I encountered in the woods said that he knew the name of the witch and her home. That might actually be the name of the demon's home. He promised to leave his journal for me in the caves near Coffin Rock.
Find those caves and the journal. Return to me with the name of the void, and I will help you conquer Hecaitomix.
Amazing. Exactly as the witch hunter said. A lot of pages are missing, but a few show that he encountered some of the same symbols I've seen. I've got to get this back to Asgaia.
Did you find what you seek?
Perhaps. I have the witch hunter's journal. Does this mean anything to you? What's the matter? What is it?
When I was a child, my grandfather drew this picture in the sand and told a story. It's the story of Bleeding Boy. Long ago, the first tribe to enter these woods found Hecaitomix waiting. Hecaitomix stole one of their young, and on a dark path atop Coffin Rock, he sacrificed the boy, opening the boy's belly and spilling him across the rock. Because of Hecaitomix's power, the boy never dies. He bleeds ceaselessly in agonizing pain. Hecaitomix drinks the boy's blood and feeds on his pain. His tribe attempted to rescue him after discovering the secrets of the Twana. Many strong warriors and mighty shaman were taken by Hecaitomix. They could not free their captive son. The entire tribe vanished without a trace. Some other stories say that a warrior shaman named Othewenda did survive and left a warning at the edge of these evil woods.
This Othewenda is mentioned in some of the literature I found in the Burkittsville Library.
Yes, he is well known in many tribes. It is said that Othewenda's magic ward remains at the edge of this forest and can only be seen by powerful shaman. With his entire tribe destroyed, Bleeding Boy was doomed to writhe in agony atop Coffin Rock forever.
But I've been to Coffin Rock. I saw no one.
Bleeding Boy lives in another path, the one mentioned in this journal.
Disemboweled on Coffin Rock. Oh, why didn't I notice that before? There's a label here. Mr. Brownie. I thought Mary was talking about a pet, but this teddy bear is her missing Mr. Brownie. I found this teddy bear at Coffin Rock, cut open as if it had been disemboweled. I saw Kyle Brody with it earlier, but now I know it originally belonged to Mary Brown.
Who is this Mary Brown? Her name has been kept hidden from me.
She's a 10-year-old girl from Burkittsville.
Innocent, like Bleeding Boy. Hecatomix intends to add Mary Brown to his eternal feast atop that accursed rock.
Kyle plans to take Mary out to Coffin Rock and sacrifice her.
I cannot guess Hecatomix's intentions, but such a thing is possible. You must find and protect Mary Brown.
I'll do my best. But about this journal, is there anything useful in it?
You might be able to defeat Hecatomix and free Bleeding Boy at the same time.
How?
Hecatomix will not fall easily into a trap. But with the proper distraction, he may be vulnerable. If you were to free Bleeding Boy and carry him from Coffin Rock, Hecatomix would surely follow.
How do I find this Bleeding Boy?
I can make the Twana for you from what is written in this journal.
What happens once I rescue Bleeding Boy?
Using Bleeding Boy as a distraction, you could lead Hecatomix through another portal, trapping him in the nameless void.
I haven't come across anything that alludes to such a place. How will I find the path for this void?
I know not. You may not be the one meant to find it. If it is intended, the path will find you. If the path is learned, return to me at once, and I will tell you what you must do. It's not as simple as the other Twana you have used. I will teach you the proper way to use it. Go now. You must return to town and protect Mary Brown at all costs. Should she fall victim to Hecatomix, his power will increase.
Bye.